Welcome to 90.9 WHYY, where we discuss poverty issues. I'm Arvin Wu, and with me is Sylvia Chen. Today, we'll be talking about SDG 1, No Poverty, with our special guest, Jeffrey D. Sachs. Let's get started.
Today on the show, we are excited to have Jeffrey D. Sachs, Professor and Director of the Earth Research Institute of Columbia University. He's going to share something about his business and the truth about how the West keep Africa in poverty.
Our special guest, Jeffrey D. Sachs, is going to share with us about no poverty. Hi, Jeffrey. Thanks so much for joining us. First of all, please tell us about yourself.
Hello guys, I'm Jeffrey D. Sachs. I was born in Manhattan in 1954. I'm an economist and the professor of Columbia University and also an SDGs advocate for UN Secretary on SDGs. I'm also a founder of an organization that is dedicated to ending extreme poverty and hunger.
That is very kind of you to do so much to better our society. So tell us, what has been the biggest challenge you face in your business and how you solve it?
Thanks for asking. I actually helped solve the hyperinflation problem Bolivia was facing at that time.
Hyperinflation? You mean rapid, excessive, and out of control general price increases in an economy?
That's right, people in Bolivia had a hard time during the period of time.
I'm sure those listeners from Bolivia can feel more pumped to hear what you just said. Alright, my next question here is, in your view, what could be the most important condition someone would need to work in your industry?
They have to master economics and have a considerable knowledge of sustainable development. Most importantly, they have to be aware of what's happening in the society and our environment.
90.9 WHYY is brought to you by Nike. Nike is the most popular sporting goods on the market now, absolutely second to none. Nike LeBron 20, Air Max Scorpion, Air Zoom GT Cut 2, you name it. These unique sneakers are worn everywhere in the world and in the name of fashion. There's nothing better than Nike. So press the order number and get one for yourself. Just do it now. So, Jeffrey, I think our audience is curious about what governments should do to solve the problem of our food system.
In my own opinion, we need an order of development economy. We need a massively to increase the lending and borrowing capacity of poor countries that near zero interest rates like the rich countries have.
Is that all?
No, the final thing and also the most important thing is we need the UN as the core and the central institution of this world period.
Such an important point. I want to know that if you're going to cooperate with a company, how do you know that they align business strategy and practice with the sustainable development goals?
I like to think of 4 questions that businesses should ask. Is the production line consistent with the SDGs? Is our production system sustainable? Is our global value chain sustainable? Is your whole supply chain not only our own business, but your supplier, our customers, are they operating in a sustainable manner? This question helps us to check whether they align business strategy and practice with the sustainable development goals.
That's professional advice. I think our audience learned a lot from today's conversation. Is there anything we haven't covered that you want to say before we close out?
SDGs are the world's clearest goals for faith, inclusive and environmentally sustainable economy. What's crucial is that all stakeholders in society, governments, business, civil society, and we as individual citizens consumers and people living in our lives are aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals.
Well, I think our audience has the same feeling as yours. We should all fight for our world and rights. Today's discussion has been very thought-provoking. Jeffrey, thanks for setting aside some time to be a guest on my podcast. I hope to see you at least once in the next 10 years.
That would be great. It's always a joy to get to talk to you. So thank you so much for having me on.
That brings us to the end of this episode. Thanks to Jeffrey B. Sachs for joining us during that academic discussion of no poverty. We hope the truth and solution about poverty were beneficial to you. As always, thanks for listening to 90.9 WHYY.
This podcast was created by Arben Wu, Sylvia Chen. It was produced and recorded by Arben Wu, Sylvia Chen. Researched by Max Huan and edited by Max Huan. 90.9 WHYY is a product of Zhonglun High School. Until next time.